Hey everybody, Ace here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome back to another episode of MetroMania. For those who aren't aware, MetroMania is an ongoing 16 Pokemon metronome-only double battle tournament to determine the MetroMania Champion. And this season, we are using Pokemon exclusively from the Galar region. If you're already a fan of MetroMania and you're ready for more, make sure you hit the like button, show you're enjoying this series. Let's go for 1,000 likes. We can easily do that on a MetroMania. And of course, hit subscribe if you're new so you never miss a piece of the action. And of course, use code ACE to save yourself some money on GFUEL. Was throwing it worth it? I could have really damaged some equipment. Let's find out. Oh, it was worth it for Raging Gummy Fish. Oh, yes. Code ACE. Save yourself some money. Now, we're halfway through the heats. We've seen what one half of the quarterfinals looks like, but there's plenty more spaces left to fill. So let's jump into today's action. Although, before we do, let's have a look at the brackets. Last week, we said farewell to Coalossal in what has to be considered an upset victory for Orbeetle. I'm not sure many people had their money on Orbeetle, but Orbeetle does move on to the quarterfinals to face Grimmsnarl, which means we have half of our quarterfinal bracket already determined, but there are still 4 places in the quarterfinals left to be filled. We're going to fill one of them today as Alcremie takes on Copperajah. So here we go. It's Alcremie versus Copperajah, and instantly you've got to give the advantage to Copperajah. It's a steel type. Steel types are very, very successful in Metromania due to the absolute sheer amount of resistances that they have. But also because of their bulk, and also this Pokemon has sheer force, so any moves with additional effects are going to be powered up, although their additional effects will be removed. Here's Parabolic Charge, though, from Alcremie, which will hit everybody on the field there. Doesn't restore any HP, of course, because it's not lost any HP. Bit of a risk hitting your partner, though. Regular Alcremie's going to go for Throat Chop, which is going to hit on the regular Copperajah there for a decent bit of damage. I love that animation where it just goes inverted colors. I love it. And here we see Swift coming out from the shiny Copperajah there. I've noticed the 2 Alcremie are not labeled with one of them as the shiny. This will be fixed in a future Metromania. Actually, I might not even need to fix it, because let's face it, Sheer Force Copperajah, who's your money on? Here we see a Drain Punch, which won't be very effective from Copperajah, but look how much damage that Alcremie's already taken so far. That's going to restore a bit of HP to Copperajah, even though it wasn't a very effective move. Didn't do a great deal there, but we are on to the next turn, and Alcremie will start things off. It's the shiny Alcremie starting things off for its team, and it's going to go for Zen Headbutt, which won't be very effective against the shiny Copperajah, and of course it's a physical attack, which doesn't really bode. That's already from the wheelhouse of Alcremie here. Here's the regular Alcremie, though, who is going to go for Earth Power. Now that is out the wheelhouse of Alcremie, because that's a special attack right there. That's going to do huge damage to regular Copperajah there, bringing it down almost to the danger zone. Very great play there by the regular Alcremie. Regular Copperajah going to go for Acid Spray, which is going to land on the shiny Alcremie there for a decent chunk of damage there from that Acid Spray. Now it's all shiny Copperajah flinched from the Zen Headbutt there, so the Zen Headbutt paid off a little bit. Now we see regular Alcremie. What's it going to go for this time after that beautiful Earth Power? Goes for Vacuum Wave, another super effective hit. My word, takes down regular Copperajah. We've lost the Copperajah already? Oh my goodness. Alcremie, what are you doing? You're going against everything that we all thought about you right now. What's happening? Here's a Drain Punch from the shiny Alcremie, doing a bit of, well, a decent chunk of chip damage there to shiny Copperajah, and restoring a little bit of its HP there as well. Not that effective because it's a physical move, but the super effectiveness definitely helped. Shiny Copperajah now in a tough spot against 2 opponents, but is going to go for Tackle, which is going to, I imagine, do a decent amount of chip damage there. Decent chunk of damage there onto that shiny Alcremie. It needs to bust out the moves with special effects, though. Additional effects, I should say, if it really wants to make use of that sheer force ability. Here comes regular Alcremie, though, who is going to go for Fishious Rend, my word. And it's being used before anyone else, so it's going to be double powered, I believe, bringing that shiny Copperajah down into the danger zone. And here comes Rock Blast from the shiny Alcremie there. Onto Copperajah. It's doing such little damage because of the low physical attack and the high physical defense of Copperajah. Only 3 hits there, barely scratched the surface. Over to Copperajah with an opportunity to try and equalize here. Gonna go for Block, which is a wasted turn there, so that does bode well for the Alcremie duo right now. The Alcremie team are sitting pretty right now with quite a lot of HP each, so it's interesting to see Copperajah in such a difficult position right now. Regular Alcremie, I should say, is going to go for Smoke Screen, which is going to lower the accuracy of Copperajah there. What's that? Is that going to bode well for the Alcremie team, or is Copperajah just going to completely no-sell it and ignore it? Here we see Shiny Alcremie is going to go for a Belly Drum and reduce its HP. This is an interesting play. I don't think maximizing your attack is a really necessary play right now, and that does put you in a very dangerous position with 31 hit points. What's Shiny Copperajah going to do here? It's going to go for Flail at quite low HP. It's going to be powered up. It's on the Shiny Alcremie and takes it down. So Copperajah could be turning this around. That could have been a mistake by the Shiny Alcremie there. Regular Alcremie needs to make up for lost time right now because its partner just made a massive boo-boo and took itself out of the game. What's the regular Alcremie going to do? It's charging up with the magical, charging up the Metronome with Magical Leaf. Not very effective. Not quite enough to take down Shiny Copperajah. Shiny Copperajah now has an opening. What will it do here? It's going to go for Explosion. My word. So the Explosion, whichever Pokemon remains standing, whichever one faints first is the loser. Alcremie's at 0 HP. Copperajah faints first, though. Down it goes. So Alcremie does get that round. That's how Explosion works in games, so that's how Explosion works in Metromania. So Copperajah threw that round. Here we see. Now, who would have thought Copperajah would be on the back foot right now, trying to get back in this game? So now it's over to the... oh my word, I'm just really surprised, actually, to be honest. Here we go. So Alcremie is going to start off proceedings here. What's it going to go for? It's going to go for Magic Room, which is going to nullify held items, which is a complete waste of time. So that's very unfortunate there. What will the Shiny Alcremie do? It's gearing up. It's getting ready. It's going to go for Head Smash, which isn't going to do a great deal of damage because it's a physical hit. It's going to be it's going to be resisted by Copperajah, so it did do a great deal of damage there. Did a little bit of recoil damage, but it's chip damage nonetheless. Over to Shiny Copperajah now. What's it got on its mind? It's going to go for Parting Shot, which of course won't remove it from the battle because there's no one to switch into, so it is just going to drop the attack and the special attack of regular Alcremie. That is a good play there. That's a smart play early on. Now it's over to the regular Copperajah, who is going to go for a Head Smash of its own. It's going to say, you think that was a Head Smash? Here's a Head Smash. My word, that is incredible damage on that Alcremie there. Little bit of recoil damage to the Copperajah as well. Man, that was a very big play by Copperajah there. Over to the regular Alcremie there, who's going to go for Baby Doll Eyes. Going to try and reduce the attack stat, I believe, of the regular Copperajah. Drops the attack by one stage there. Now it's over to Shiny Alcremie. What's it going to do here? They need to go on the offense. It goes for Play Rough, which I guess is the offense, but it's going to be resisted, and it's only a physical hit, so not a great deal of damage done there by the Shiny Alcremie. Over to the Shiny Copperajah. What is it going to do here? It's going to go for Leech Seed. That's a brilliant play right there. Try and maintain its HP by absorbing HP and slowly wearing away that Shiny Alcremie there. So that's a very smart play on the part of Shiny Copperajah. Here's regular Copperajah, who's going to go for Body Slam onto the Shiny Alcremie, bringing down its hit points. Of course, it's not going to paralyze the Alcremie because it's going to be boosted by sheer force there. So there's the Leech Seed sapping away at that Shiny Alcremie as well, bringing it closer and closer to the danger zone and restoring Shiny Copperajah's HP to a much, much healthier level right there. This is dangerous for Alcremie. Copperajah coming very, very close to equalizing in this battle. Shiny Alcremie is going to go for a Thunder Wave and try and paralyze the regular Copperajah there. That's a smart play. Try and put a stop against these Pokemon's attacks. If they can't attack, they can't finish off that last bit of HP that you've got. Got to rush though because of that Leech Seed. Here's the regular Alcremie with Seed Bomb. That's not going to do a great deal of damage. It is resisted and is a physical move. So that Shiny Copperajah is going to restore that HP with Leech Seed at the end of the turn. So no real difference made there. Over to Shiny Copperajah, and it's going to go for a Shadow Claw, which is going to be neutral physical damage on that Shiny Alcremie, bringing it really close into the danger zone there. Now regular Copperajah can make its move as well. Goes for Withdraw, increasing its already impressive defense. So that's not good for the Alcremie team. That's even more stall tactics against the Leech Seed there that is sapping away at Shiny Alcremie, and it is enough to take it down. So that's also the last time Shiny Copperajah is going to be able to take advantage of it. But there it is, nullifying that Seed Bomb from before. From the regular Alcremie. Regular Alcremie now in a tough spot. 46 hit points remain, and it's against two very bulky opponents. It needs to take advantage of its special attack, which is reduced by one stage as well. Goes for U-turn. That's not quite what we were talking about. So that's going to be not very effective at all, really. Now it's over to shiny Copperajah there, and what will it do? Goes for Darkest Lariat. That is going to look amazing. Being done by a giant green elephant. It looks like an insane vacuum cleaner. It's not very effective, so it doesn't quite get as much damage as it would have liked to on the Alcremie. But here we see the regular Copperajah going to go for Substitute. Nice play there. Reducing its HP into the yellow, but of course it's behind a Substitute, so it's not going to take any further damage until that Substitute is removed, if possible, by the regular Alcremie there. What will Alcremie do now? It's in a tough spot. Maybe deal with the non-paralyzed Copperajah. Goes for Frost Breath. It's going to hit the Substitute. It's not very effective, so it's not really going to make any difference, that Substitute right now. Not enough to make it fade, even though it was a critical hit. Now it's over to shiny Copperajah. What will it do here? What's it got on its mind? It's going to go for Weather Ball. Now, is that going to be enough to take out this Alcremie, or will this Alcremie survive? It's got like 20 hit points left, and it's not quite enough. I almost spoke too soon there. Doesn't quite take out the Alcremie. 4 hit points remain on Alcremie, and here is the regular Copperajah, who is going to go for Light Screen and protect its team against special effects. That's very, very good play there by the Copperajah team. Lucky it wasn't suffering from that paralysis right there. Magic Room has worn off, so the held items we don't have are back in play. Fantastic, good to know. Now it's over to Alcremie. It really needs some kind of restoring move or something like that. Gonna go for Play Nice and lower the attack of the regular Copperajah there, which, sorry, the shiny Copperajah, I should say. Not a great play there. You really should be going on the offensive or on the restoring path. Here's the shiny Copperajah, though, with Bubble Beam. That's got to take 4 hit points off Alcremie, surely. There's the Bubble Beam, taking those 4 hit points away. It's now even Stevens. I don't, Steven, what's happening? Here we go. Copperajah 1, Alcremie 1. It's anybody's game right now. Any of these two teams have shown that they could go to the quarterfinals. I'm so sorry for doubting Alcremie, because wow, it really impressed in the first round, although Copperajah in the second round showed everybody what I think we originally thought, that it's not to be underestimated, because wow, it's got so much power behind it. Here's a Struggle Bug from the regular Alcremie. It's going to be resisted, but will drop the special attack one stage of each of these Copperajah, I believe. There you go. Special attack down one stage on each of the Copperajah there, which, you know, doesn't bode well for them because their special attack isn't great anyway. Now it's over to the shiny Alcremie, who is going to go for Fusion Flare, which is a super effective fire type move, my word, and it's a special attack, so that's going to do huge damage to that Copperajah. It just goes to show you, shiny Copperajah taking heaps of damage already, and now regular Copperajah is going to go for Absorb, which is kind of the opposite, you know, barely any damage there. 5 damage to that shiny Alcremie. Is going to restore a little bit of its own HP though, a couple of hit points. Now shiny Copperajah is in the mix, and it's going to go for Dynamic Punch, but it's going to be avoided. That 50% accuracy really not boding well for that shiny Copperajah, but man, how much damage from that Fusion Flare. That's incredible. The shiny Alcremie now gets ready and goes for Foul Play. Going to use Copperajah's attack stat against it, which is a brilliant idea for some neutral damage. Takes down the shiny Copperajah already. Oh my word, this is the kind of dominance that we saw from Alcremie in round 1. This is incredible. Regular Alcremie going to go for Takedown. That's not going to do much damage. Well, I mean, it's avoided, so it's not going to do any damage. So great play there, Alcremie. Here we see Copperajah, who is going to go for Guard Split, which is very interesting there. Although Guard Split is the changes to the defenses, right? No, it's sharing its guard, so it's actually sharing its defenses. So that actually doesn't bode as well for Copperajah. Doesn't that mean it's now physically less defensive? I believe. Someone let me know. Someone let me know how Guard Split works. I always forget. Here we see Rest coming out, but regular Alcremie's HP is full, so it will not fall asleep. And here we see the shiny Alcremie, who is going to go for Frost Breath onto that Copperajah. That will be resisted. There we see it taking effect. Only a little bit of chip damage there, so Copperajah is still in an okay position. That was a crit, would you believe? Now Copperajah has an opportunity to attack. It can take these Alcremie down at the click of its fingers. It's just choosing not to. Here's a Roost, though, which will restore Copperajah back up to full HP. Not really necessary, because it had only taken like 1/6 of its HP from the looks of it. But if you want to Roost, you Roost, my dude. Everyone's kind of at even HP right now. Very close to, at least. But the Alcremie team, of course, has 2 Pokemon at that point. Shiny Alcremie going to go for Overheat. It's just busting out all the Fire-type moves now. Another super effective move. Huge damage, bringing that Copperajah down to less than half its max HP. Dropping the special attack stat harshly, though, on that Alcremie. So that's going to be very, very lucky for the Copperajah, because it means it can't do as much damage. Here's the regular Alcremie with Leech Seed. It is avoided, so no slowly but surely draining the HP of Copperajah in this round. Copperajah going to go for Guard Swap once again. What is it doing? On the other Alcremie, though, I'm sure calculation-wise... Oh, no, that's guard swap, sorry. So that changes defense and special defense. That's the opposite of guard split. It's the other one. My word, there are so many moves in Pokemon. How do you guys remember all of them? Here we see Flame Wheel, another fire-type move from the shiny Alcremie onto Copperajah. My word, bringing it so close to the danger zone. This Alcremie team means business. Here's regular Alcremie, who is going to go for Hypnosis and put Copperajah to sleep. It is going to land as well. My word, the Alcremie team is insane in these battles. Holy moly, this has been an incredible episode of Metromania. My word, Copperajah, of course, fast asleep, can't do anything. A sitting duck, a sitting elephant right now. So here comes the, which Alcremie is it? It's the shiny Alcremie. My word. Going for Trop Kick, which is not going to be very effective, but it is going to lower the attack stat of Copperajah, I believe. I believe it's guaranteed to drop the attack stat. I'm pretty sure. So there we go, dropping the attack stat one stage, which does not bode well for this Copperajah if it wakes up. We see Air Cutter coming out. Again, not very effective from the regular Alcremie there. Onto Copperajah. Copperajah desperately needs to wake up and do something. Fast asleep. Can't do anything right now. Wow, maybe I will need to rename this Alcremie. My word. Did not see this coming, to be honest. I thought Copperajah was going to 2-0 and it was going to be a battle for pride in the third round like we had with Frosmoth and Corviknight. But here's a Brave Bird from the regular Alcremie there. Again, not very effective physical move onto the Copperajah, but it is enough to take it down. Alcremie is going to the quarterfinals. What an insane match. That was incredible. So well done to the Alcremie team. You're through to the quarterfinal. That was so impressive. I'm in awe. That was so cool. Now that really didn't go the way I thought it would go. I thought a Steel-type Pokemon with sheer force should be able to absolutely annihilate Alcremie. I thought we were going to have a Corviknight Frosmoth situation again, but we absolutely didn't. Alcremie in that first round with things like Earth Power, Vacuum Wave, just had an answer for everything. It was just dominating, which Alcremie dominating is not something I thought I'd be saying. The second round was a bit more even, with Copperajah having a little bit better tactics, using things like Leech Seed to maintain its bulk and whatnot. I mean, Darkest Lariat was hilarious to see as well. A giant elephant using Darkest Lariat was absolutely beautiful. But then in the third round, Alcremie was just OP all over again, using things like Overheat and just bombarding super effective moves onto Copperajah and just destroying it. That was incredible. Well done. Alcremie, you get my golf clap. That was incredible. Well done. So, of course, Alcremie moves on to the quarterfinals, but next week we get to find out Alcremie's opponent and who's it going to be in what looks like to be a really fun contest as we have Cramorant taking on Appletun. So that'll do it for this episode of Metromania. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. If you want to support the channel like these lovely people down here, do pledge to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/AceTrainerLiam. And don't forget to use code ACE to save yourself some money on GFUEL. But until next time, I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Keep on training.